I latch on to those ideas. Like I do. So like that's like I gotta
horrible.
reel those in, because like sometimes like what makes me good at sales is like I'm very convicted in what I believe, and like you can tell I believe in it. And sometimes I'll share that at inopportune moments.
Yes.
And I think what you were referencing earlier, and I'm good at spreading an agenda, I guess.
Yeah,
because
dude. Well,
it gets into your head, and you're like, oh shit, we're in sales. Like, what are we gonna do? But it really doesn't. Like, it's not.
What
the
helps
first
me
impression.
stay calm is I look back at our company and how we've done in recession suppressions and different with different political leaders and different things like that. And it's like, things have always been bad. You know what I mean? There's been bad times and good times, but there's always been bad shit always going on. That's why we need one another. You know what I mean? If there was never anything bad ever going on whatsoever, everybody would be a king or a queen and just be, isolated in a sense. Be like, you just stay over there and I'll stay over here. You know what I mean? Cool. We are live. Another episode of Adversity Kings. Another returning special guest, top producer. Wanted to bring you on. So anybody that ever drops $25,000 plus in a month or holds ultimately a regional director, managing director position in my company, I like to bring on at their, I guess, liking, somewhat, kind of, more so a demand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a fine balance of both. It's definitely a fine balance. So how has it been a year since we've done one of these for you? 8 months?
It would have been maybe close to July, right? July was the last time I was over at K Club.
Yeah. Did we do a podcast?
Mm-mm.
Let's look.
I don't think so. I think Rob and I did.
You guys did your own.
Yeah.
Let's look. Da-da-da. Wonder if I can start to search. No, I can't even search. You had to have been one of the... have I done two with you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh, no. Maybe I was like... Yeah, this probably has been a year. Because I was like, what, your third?
Yeah, you were my third.
Third one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, I don't think I did another one with you.
Nope.
Okay.
I got the Jordan jersey and the belt in July. No podcast.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, since then... Oh, yeah, I can turn that off. All right, so... Since then, from November to November, what all's gone on in your life? I already know, so...
Yeah, man.
Let everybody else know.
Nothing too much as far as, anything too crazy. Had some scares with the animals, with the pets.
Yeah.
Had a cobra get out. That was
jeez.
That was intense.
Jeez. So can they come get you for us even saying that, or
I don't.
It's technically gone.
I mean, like yeah. I mean, it's gone now.
Yeah.
I don't have it anymore. So I guess this is all like post-mortem or whatever. Post habeas, habeas corpus.
Man, now it sounds like you're describing snakes opposed to like some type of past tense.
I think it's a law. You can't get punished for stuff that you did in the past if they don't have something. I'd
have to call my lawyer.
But yeah, no, it's gone. But they're super aggressive.
Yeah. Dude, I always tell you, there's
you.
Always Cobra reels on my Facebook. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because we say Cobra, and Edward Snowden got back into the system or whatever, and I just have Cobras pretty much all the time. They're always 2 times a day. It's always either a cobra, a rattlesnake, some type of venomous snake pops up as some type of reel, and it's somebody typically handling it, and they get massive.
They get big, dude.
They get massive.
They get super big. So it was fun. It was cool. I'll have another one.
Yes.
I'll probably incorporate it into the tattoo.
14-footer.
Sleeve, yeah.
Would you feel comfortable having a 14-foot cobra?
I wouldn't get a king cobra. King cobras get like...
Oh, you wouldn't get a king cobra?
Up to 18 feet. The one I have, 7.
Yeah. So
7.
But would you? So you would never do a king cobra?
Probably not.
Why?
I don't know.
They're already venomous. Why not? Like, you're not man enough to go all the way?
You're to 18 foot. Like, that thing can raise 6 foot of itself off the ground and come at you.
Yeah.
And they're fast and they're big.
But you're already they're all deadly. So it's
It's
like, why not go all the way? You're already in it.
I suppose that would be the same reference to be like, why would you choose to roll with the 150-pound black belt as opposed to the 200-pound black belt?
Yeah, I'm already gonna get fucked up, so it's like, let me just do it all. I want to feel the hardest.
I feel like that would.
Like my goal is to roll with Gordon Ryan the best. Why am I doing jiu-jitsu if I can't one day roll with him? I want to feel it.
Well,
I want to test it out.
Yeah.
What's the point of being? It's like somebody comes sell insurance and they're like,
I think
I'll sell 3 days of the week.
If I was gonna get like a big size snake like that, I'd get another python. I'd get another reticulated.
Now is that what's the largest those can get? 20 feet?
Like 25 feet.
25? Is that the biggest technically snake that? Obviously, there's
longest.
Longest.
Anacondas get big and girthy.
So they are probably more like 18, but they can get maybe 2 foot wide.
They have there's records of like 20 foot plus anacondas, like 500 pounds. Like they're huge.
Yeah, and like how many feet wide?
No, I have no idea. 3, 4.
And they expand. What snake expands the most to like swallow bigger?
Oh, I would imagine.
Prey.
I mean, those things can eat jaguars.
Remember they found that grandma and
that was a reticulated python. That's what I have.
Okay, so those can really expand as well.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of it's just like the way people are shaped. It would be very hard. Like that woman, if she was very small.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of that happen in like the Philippines and in India and stuff like that, where they're from. But you also have to think of like the demographic of the people. Those people, they're smaller people.
Yeah.
You know, they're typically shorter, skinnier, smaller.
Yeah.
You know, one of mine would never be able to eat me. You know, unless it was like, I maybe like it could kill me for sure. Eat me though, probably not.
Why?
Rob? Probably.
Yeah, I might be able to eat Rob.
Yeah.
Dang. So, and then you got the lizards. The lizards are cool. What was the one you had that? I know
that was
I
had a tegu.
Yeah, so that's what the Roble, the guy FaceTime showed.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah,
yep.
you got the tegu.
Yep,
it's like cool. A Komodo dragon.
I don't have one anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get like.
Now they don't have like a venomous bite, or I thought Komodo dragons had like.
Komodo dragons, they're venomous. Their saliva is. I don't know if it was poisonous or venomous.
Yeah.
Because it was either really dirty with like a bacteria in it that didn't bother them.
Yeah.
But that was very.
It's almost like paralyzing, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Let's look it up. See if the Komodo dragons.
That's something I would love to own.
A Komodo dragon?
Yeah, I would want one.
I think they're obviously territorial. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. The viper that I have is from Komodo Island.
Is that the only place the Komodo dragons are?
Komodo Island?
Yeah.
Unless it's
makes
a zoo.
Sense. Yeah, it makes sense. So they're venomous. Researchers have discovered that the bite of the world's largest lizard, the Komodo dragon, is venomous.
There you go. I think there's 3 venomous lizards: the Komodo dragon, the bearded lizard, and the Gila monster.
Ooh. So it's they.
I was almost gonna get one of those too.
That Gila.
Uh-huh.
And how venomous would that be? It probably just burns.
Neither one of them could kill you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it oozes venom into your bites or into the bites to help weaken and ultimately kill the prey. So it's
I think they can like smell it. They can like there's something in it where they helps them track you or something.
Yeah, dude. I remember I used to watch Animal Planet all the time growing up, and
I wanted to be Steve Irwin.
Yes.
That was my role model. I cried when he died.
Oh, I probably did too. I mean, that was kind of my like role model too. I just didn't take it as far as you. I mean, I was bringing home like scorpions and snakes and stuff. Like, it didn't continue as we moved to Pennsylvania.
Well, I don't think there's any of that stuff.
No, there's snakes. There's garter snakes, and then they have I think it's a black timber rattlesnake, I want to say, and then they have copperheads.
Ah.
Yeah, so they got 2 that I'm familiar with. They have at least a timber rattlesnake, and then they have a copperhead. So that would be probably the deadliest, and then a black bear. You know what I mean? If you were gonna die,
a bear would be dope too.
Yeah, a bear would be cool.
The guy that I got all my stuff from said he could get me. I don't think he could get me a bear, but he could get me a tiger.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me. Like pretty cheap,
like $800.
Jesus, yeah, dude.
I almost got one.
Yeah, I would get one
just to get one. And
yes.
I wouldn't know what to do with it though. Cause
after
you have it for 2 months, it's too expensive and too big to keep. Like
I don't know if it'd be too expensive. I mean,
the food.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
steak a
talking
day.
40 pounds of meat a day.
I don't know if it's 40 pounds.
When they grow up, I'm sure I could probably have it for like a year. And then after a year, it would be too big. And it'd be the size, and it'd probably eat my dogs.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. You see the stories.
Yeah.
They all get along until they don't. The one time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think about Brittany Griner being stuck in Russia?
I don't know why she's still there.
Yeah.
It doesn't really seem to make. I don't really follow a whole lot of that stuff, sports stuff. Really.
Yeah.
But I don't see why she's. What was weed, right?
Yeah, she had a wax pen.
Yeah. And how long has she been there for? Like 6 months?
Yeah, she's a 9-year sentence, and they just rejected her appeal.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's in Germany?
Russia.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, so she's like a bargaining tool.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah, I think they wanted a warlord for her release. From my understanding, a warlord that we have imprisoned.
I mean, that's horrible, but they probably should have got a male basketball player.
What, like if that's
so shitty to say, but like if they were gonna like try to find someone to ransom, like
I could see
not a lot of
like
people watch WNBA. Like name 5 famous WNBA players.
Brittany Griner, but other than that, I'm trying to think to myself of like, it's not a matter of you finding a male. It's just catching the right person at the right time, because who all travels with weed? You know what I mean? I bet a lot of people do. But like, that's why it's like you don't want to get caught, obviously.
Well, I feel like internationals maybe like another step of traveling with drugs. I feel like domestic travel, like I don't think she'd have much of a problem.
She wouldn't be in that much trouble.
You're going
since half
into
the
different countries.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta kind of. I think that's just probably like bad preparation, oversight on her part.
Yeah, definitely some responsibility issues there. So
like.
Completely agree with that.
I don't know enough to really speak on it. I don't want to sound ignorant.
A piece of me, though, like I've told everybody when this topic's come up, is resonates with if it was your sister, your mother, your daughter.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's what you say, like it's, kind of what you were teaching us, when we were, selling the insurance. Like, how would you want your mom, your brother, your sister, your dad, how would you want them talked to? How would you want them sold? How would you want them set up? So when you look at it from that kind of perspective, like, you empathize, for sure. Don't get, I'm not over here, shame, because I'd make the same mistake probably.
Yeah.
Like,
do you think the Jake Paul fight was rigged?
Between
Anderson Silva,
dude. When I first started watching, because how old is Anderson Silva?
45
now.
47.
I don't know. I grew up watching Anderson Silva like when he was like exploding, and he was the best ever. Like no one was touching him. Like he was knocking everybody out. Immediately. It's hard to think that was the same person. He's 46, 47.
It doesn't matter, dude. If he has just an ounce of PEDs plus all of his experience.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if Jake Paul's been boxing professionally for 2 years.
Yeah, that's like me. Like even if you were to compare, like, yes, he has access to great trainers. He's got money, so he can do performance enhancements and different things. It's like I could compare myself to I got money. I got access to great trainers. I got doctors in my corner and different things where I'm able to, like, do things that can enhance your health. And even training at half, or even if we say I train jiu-jitsu an eighth, and it's like still a martial art. So let's compare. It's like there's no way I'm beating someone. Even an unknown black belt, like I'd have to get kind of lucky. You know what I mean? Even like, so comparatively, I'm like, all right. So if skills and time in an area make you so good, and age and weight, you know what I mean, they start to somewhat diminish depending on how much skill you have. It's like it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, because like it's kind of like that saying that like the ship fixer. You heard the saying where he goes and the giant ship was having an issue, and they call him the mechanic, and he looks around for 5 minutes, taps something with a hammer. 5 minutes later, the ship's running, and he goes, "Yeah, that'll be $20,000." And they're like, "You were here for 3 minutes," and he goes, "Yeah, the 2 minutes and 59 seconds was tapping the hammer. The other was, or the I'm gonna mess the saying all up, but he was basically like, you're paying for the experience. I've been doing it 30 years.
Yeah.
Are you paying for where and how to tap?
Yeah.
That's the know-how.
Yeah.
So I feel like
all the experience he has of being in a cage,
and he's got 2 professional boxing fights, like Silva does,
and he just won like a really impressive one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Defending world champ or
yes.
former world champ or something.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, but I get maybe he's got it like that, but I didn't think Jake Paul was like had the money to like just like rig and like because he comes up with a lot of this shit, doesn't he? Like, doesn't he pay for a lot of it?
I mean, I imagine. So one thing where you do have to respect the Paul brothers is just their business and marketing skills of like, yeah, they got money. You know what I mean? Like I would consider them to be one of, if not some of the greatest marketers, of our time. You know what I mean? Maybe potentially of all time, depending on how well their careers go. But like their marketing abilities and ability to go out there and accomplish what they've accomplished in the amount of time that they've done it is astounding. It's respectable.
Yes.
They can hustle, they can get money, but and I think a piece of that with the marketing is then obviously putting on at least Logan does WWE where it's fake. You know what I mean? So it's like at least he like admits it. But one thing as well is these kids have athletic backgrounds. I think they both wrestled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think Rogan's talked about Logan's done wrestling matches with like good guys and like doesn't look stupid. You know what I mean? So it's like. For him to say that, and for Rogan, somebody who's credible in the MMA world, it's like I respect that these guys have an athletic background and can fight. You know what I mean? So it's like that's respectable, but compared to 40 years of experience, if Anderson Silva's 47 years old and he grew up in Brazil, I guarantee he's been fighting since he was 5, 6, 7 years old.
Like,
you're talking about 40
food,
years,
like survival, probably.
Yes, and he was. It's not just a fighter like it's hard fighting like the best fighter at your local gym. You know what I mean? A jiu-jitsu or an MMA gym. It's not the best fighter at a local gym. You're talking about a world champion.
Yeah. I don't know.
That makes it
out of the 2 brothers, I think Logan's Paul's fights were a little bit more legit. Like when he fought Mayweather, like I still think there was like politics in it, but like he went after him. Like
there's 1,000% politics in that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like you also like
Mayweather beat the shit out. That one was way faker than Jake and Silva.
You think?
No, I know. Like that one's absolutely way faker.
Oh, I don't know. I guess like it looked like Logan was trying harder than Jake was.
You mean? Oh
in
yeah,
his fights. Like,
yeah.
He
maybe
actually,
more so.
I saw him like giving real effort. Like
he sells it better.
Yeah, he sold it better. That's what I was looking for.
Or with his attempt of trying, that's what sells it better. But like, not in comparison. Like I wouldn't say it's like that fight was legitimate based off of his effort. Just because his effort was more believable and harder.
I said that.
Yeah,
that wasn't quite worded right, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, props to him, but I just have a hard time like fully believing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Props to the game. Props to the hustle and the business. And I think Logan Paul's fighting. I don't know when this will drop, but I know Logan Paul's about to fight some WWE champion, and I can't even imagine what he's getting paid to. It's not even what he's getting paid from WWE. It's the exposure that he's getting to himself. And I can't even imagine all the subscribers and everything he's amassing from being involved in everything he's involved in.
Well, I think one of them wants to fight Andrew Tate, don't they?
Yeah, that one would be weird because I don't. It's like it's whoever needs the money more is gonna do different things when it comes to these guys that don't fight for a living. Like if they're not fighting for a living currently, then there's something. Someone needs the money. Like one of them is gonna like fall for the money. Tyron Woodley, clearly he was broke as shit. You know what I mean? There ain't no way that. I mean, he just literally, dude, just dropped his lead hand. I mean, it just looked like an idiot. You know what I mean? So. That doesn't make any sense.
That was like the Dan or Ben Askren.
Ben Askren. I mean, he literally just admits all the time how stupid he is himself. So it's like
he didn't even like train or prepare.
Yeah, he just wanted the money. Yeah, exactly.
It's like clearly. I'm just here for here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, exactly.
Here for a payday.
Exactly.
But whatever.
Anderson Silva was from Brazil. You know what I mean? Nobody ever taught him how to like save money or make money. So it's like I can't imagine he's had good mentors.
Well, he's been like out of it for a while
out of it
too.
You know what I mean? Just went out on a losing streak. You have no idea. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe he has 13 kids. How many kids does Anderson Silva have, dude?
I don't know if he has any kids. Does he?
Anderson Silva kids.
The Spider. He was fun to watch. He was a fun fighter to watch. I liked watching him and Chael Sonnen. Those were both guys. I liked watching both of them.
Looks like he has
fight.
like 7 kids. Yeah.
It's a lot of mouths.
He has five kids from Brazil. Let's see what his net worth is. And then whatever his net worth is, it's probably like half of that. Anderson Silva. Net worth. About to put. So they're saying his net worth is probably $8 million. It's probably $2 million.
And then you got someone
after the
like
Jake Paul fight. Let's see Jake Paul's net worth.
Jake Paul. I think it's like 300 or 400.
His net worth $30 million.
30 million.
So he definitely he gave him a third of his net worth, which was still way bigger than your boys. Anderson Silva paid him off. Now Anderson Silva can retire and live. I mean, he did him a favor. He did him a favor.
Let me use your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did him a favor. What else is going crazy right now? I feel like, despite the economy and politics seeming like they just are like looming out of control, it doesn't like completely like affect our business. If it does in any way, it's more so out of like, oh, like a fear, like, oh, what if something happened?
And I'm like the worst at it. Like when COVID first started, like,
oh yeah,
I went and got.
Well, yeah, I think you just want to shoot people. I feel like you just have a natural like, oh man,
it's not that
zombies are gonna come. Time to shoot at humans.
Well, I mean, we could rationalize a lot of reasons for that kind of action, but no, like I do, like I when that kind of stuff, I'm that person.
Time to shoot you.
I latch on to those ideas, like I do. So like that's like I gotta
horrible.
reel those in, because like sometimes like what makes me good at sales is like I'm very convicted in what I believe, and like you can tell I believe in it, and sometimes I'll share that at inopportune moments.
Yes.
And I think what you were referencing earlier, and I'm good at spreading an agenda, I guess.
Yeah,
because
dude. Well,
it gets into your head, and you're like, oh shit, we're in sales. Like, what are we gonna do? But it really doesn't. Like, it's not.
What
the
helps
first
me
impression.
stay calm is I look back at our company and how we've done in recession suppressions and with different political leaders and different things like that. And it's like, things have always been bad. You know what I mean? There's been bad times and good times, but there's always been bad shit always going on. That's why we need one another. You know what I mean? If there was never anything bad ever going on whatsoever, everybody would be a king or a queen and just be, isolated in a sense. Be like, you just stay over there and I'll stay over here. You know what I mean? Nothing bad ever happens. So it's like there's duality. Without bad, there would be no good, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Because there would be no measurement between the two. How would you be able to decipher there's good if there's no bad? You understand what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't know what light is if there was no darkness.
True.
Right?
True.
So I feel like one creates the other. You need it.
Well, it's kind of like, whenever it's almost like, I don't know. Yeah. You have to kind of break something down to know how to build it sometimes, like deconstruct something to know how to put it together.
Yes.
Kind of a deal. But yeah, no, I think I think it is very interesting, like the time period that we're in. But I mean, if anything, when people are nervous about economic stuff and nervous about finances, I mean, our industry seems to do well because of the safety aspect of it.
I was actually thinking this morning, if you really wanted to hurt somebody, you should give them good times. Like, everybody right now is praying for better times. But the bad times create what?
Soft men.
No.
Weak men.
Bad times create strong men.
Oh, I got it backwards.
Yes.
I know where you're going with it, yeah.
Bad times create strong men. And strong men create good times. Good times create weak men.
Weak men create bad times.
Exactly. So yes. I was thinking this morning, it's like, if somebody really wanted to wish ill on their enemies, they should wish good times and blessings and fruitfulness, because 99% of the time, in the midst of success, in the midst of joy and everything going your way, you find yourself over time getting so complacent and comfortable that you don't realize you've deteriorated into this fat, just little cow that's incapable of doing anything. Success, and so war comes.
Teacher.
Exactly. So I'm thinking, it's like, people are upset, or they get worried and they get so scared about all. You should be grateful for war. It's an opportunity for you to get better and stronger, and to test your skills, and to see if if you truly measure up to the human being that you're destined to be. You know what I mean? Like looking back, our ancestors, this is what forged our nation.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. I just
the people that embrace the pain and discomfort are going to come out in 5 years or 10 years as the new world leaders.
Yes. It's all about it's what you're made of, not the environment. Just like hard water softens the pasta, hardens the egg.
Yes.
You know, like it's about what you are in here, not necessarily the outside circumstances. And there's a bunch of cheesy sayings for, you know, pressure makes diamonds.
Yes.
And all that stuff. But it's true. Like
yeah.
the more like adversity or setbacks that you can overcome, you just get stronger. It never gets easier. You're just stronger. It's like ask not for a lighter load, but for broader shoulders.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So
are we 2 years into the election of Biden?
Yep.
2 years, right?
Yep.
So with us being 2 years into his service, do you regret voting for him or
like you have Brendan here? I did not vote for Biden.
No, it's okay.
I did not vote for Biden. I voted for Trump.
You voted for Biden.
I voted for Trump. I think Trump did a good job. I think Trump kind of reminds me of some individuals that we know, and as sometimes like the delivery is just not right. Like I think he had the right ideas, he had the right practice, but the way he said things like pissed people off. And that's not necessarily his fault. As opposed to we've become a very soft society, very easily offended.
Yeah.
But if he had just learned how to speak in like a more like PC way, I don't know. I think he'd still be president.
I'm ready for a young president.
That'd be nice.
Yep.
That'd be nice.
What's the minimum age requirement? 35 to be president?
Yeah, I think it's mid-30s.
Might be older.
I don't think so. 40. I think it's mid-30s, but what's the youngest president we ever had?
Barack.
I feel like it was Barack, yeah.
Minimum age to be president, 35.
Yeah.
And I've been a resident of the United States for 14 years. And who was the youngest president? JFK.
Oh.
43 years old.
And they say he was one of the best.
And the oldest was Joe Biden.
How old is he now?
7,043 years old.
7,000.
Yeah.
God, he is a fucking Illuminati.
78. Yep.
He has been in politics longer than a lot of people have been alive.
Yes,
and he's never done
like anything.
A whole lot of really good.
Well, they say
anything
because
really.
I could care less about politics personally, but they say politically on a macro level, it almost has a little less influence in comparison to your micro in regard to your town and your city and your state. You know what I mean? If that makes sense in regard to who's politically in charge of your city, state, town, etc., like the area that you're living in.
That has more impact to people, I think, than who's actually sitting in the White House.
Yes, yeah. So when people freak out, it's like, yes, there is definitely a lot of influence in regard to who's atop of everything, the head of the snake, but there's many, many snakes underneath the big snake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's kind of like, that's why I really felt like Omaha, it was like its own little bubble. It seemed like whatever was going on in the world, it just like Omaha like skipped past it.
Yeah, that's how Lincoln felt.
Nothing ever. Well, yeah, Lincoln's even smaller than Omaha.
I didn't even feel like COVID happened.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. That.
Like
Lincoln was worse than Omaha, though.
No, Omaha was worse. That's where you guys up there were definitely more like soft than us in Lincoln.
Us in Lincoln.
Yeah, us Lincolner. I consider myself a Lincolner.
Oh, God.
So
you were there for 10 months.
Yes, but I forged a bond there with that area, and
that office isn't even there anymore.
Yeah, I understand that, but my soul is. So in that time, though, I remember us being a lot, more, I would say, just strong-minded, than you guys. I would say you guys were probably a little more not.
No, Lincoln's like a good old boy town.
Yeah,
like,
you guys are more like Democratic.
No, Omaha is still more Republican, but because Nebraska's a red state, but they're just more open-minded.
No, yeah, you guys definitely were a little more blue.
No, Lincoln's like...
I loved Lincoln.
Yeah, well...
And I fit in there.
You got a gun pulled on you, I believe.
That was in Omaha. I was leaving Omaha, getting to Lincoln, and somebody pulled a 30-06 out on me. Not even a normal gun, like a full elephant rifle.
Who were you picking up?
By the jet. I was driving back. I don't know what I was.
For some reason I thought you were picking up Justin.
No, I don't think he was ever down there. Justin Kelly, maybe.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Lincoln's more conservative, and then you guys were like liberal in Omaha.
I don't think liberal's the right word.
Yeah, it definitely was. Because I remember you came in, you sounded a little soft, and I was like, oh, Jesus.
I came in.
He's from Omaha.
You want to know how I came in? I came in to a pretty much empty office. There was some wrestling mats like sporadically on the floor or set up around these desks. There's these little, office chairs. I see Ryan Crawford walk through the back room shirtless, just walk by, and I'm like, oh, this is an office. And then Orlando Martinez. Do you remember Orlando?
Yes. Yeah, I remember Orlando.
Going to be the best.
Yes.
Yeah. And he came in, he was like, what's up? And I was like, here to see Tristan. He goes, you got an appointment? I was like, yeah. And he was like, be right there. And then he just walked away. He never went and got you. He just walked off. And then you came out. And I don't know what you were wearing. I don't remember. You weren't dressed in anything professional, I don't think. And you were like, what's up? And you just laid down two 1099s right in front of me. And you were like, yeah, made good money. Made this good money. Yeah, we sell life insurance. We're going to go grab lunch. And then we got in a car with you and Sam. We went and got Abe's Burgers.
Yeah, I remember the burgers. Yep.
Fire. One of my best burger places there.
Yeah, that was
Honest Abe's.
Yeah, that was a great burger.
Yeah.
I ended up falling in love with the it was a place right in downtown. I used to take us there all the time with the Nashville chicken. Cat something.
Cat stack, catfish.
Yeah.
Cat something.
Cat
Daddy.
I don't know.
Cat Daddy?
I could drive there right now. Like, I know all of Lincoln. I have it mapped out in my mind. But, like, I could drive there, like, right now, straight from here.
Yeah, that was good, though. It had all the funky artwork on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And they had, like, a Reese's pie or something I would always finish the meal with.
Sebastian's was good, too, though. They had that duck confit stuff.
Yeah, I think it closed down. I
Really?
heard it closed down.
Just not enough people coming in,
Yeah,
or what?
I heard it. I think so. I heard it closed down. What was the place that was also right there but it was the steakhouse, like within like a bigger building, and it was straight there in Lincoln, right by the cat place.
I don't know.
We took Simon and them and all of them guys there. That's where Simon gave John the chain. We all went there right before.
Oh, sure. I don't know. I remember that though.
Yeah.
I remember Simon giving him.
Yeah, it was one of the first places that I found there because I remember they had like wooden menus, and Sam was like facing away or something from me,
Yeah.
and I just took the menu on the top of his head, and it was like, and this old lady looked at him and started like laughing at him. I think he started crying or something.
Oh, Sam. Miss Sam. Was it at that, like, did it have a kind of like a patio out front, or no? Or am I thinking of a different place? I think that's the place you and I and Ryan went. That like kind of like barbecue burger place.
Yes.
Ribs.
Yep.
Maybe. Yeah. They had wooden or plastic menus too, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
I think that's how I heard about it.
So, what else is going on crazy? I don't know if there's anything else. I guess wrap up more so with the sales. Had another good month. Finished up $30,000 month. So I don't know, maybe 2-3 things in regard to what made another. You gotta have over at least $25,000 months now. I would imagine.
At least.
What anything new with this one or some old things? What are some things with people listening? It's they want to go out and drop $25,000, $30,000 plus in the insurance industry in a month.
Yeah. That's not even one of my best months. It's a good month, but we've done better. But I think the biggest thing that really kind of changed for me, like the back half of this year, would just be like having someone call for me.
Yeah.
You know, taking that's the mundane, like, you know, wax on, wax off crap that like no one wants to do.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And so if you can replace that and do the stuff you like to do, or that will make you more money, you're in a better spot. So I just took all the calling out.
Yeah.
I don't think I made more than 30 calls in a day the whole month of October. So I had a caller doing all the calling for me, and that just freed up my time to, ideally, starting to boost the recruiting, because Justin did half the amount of business that I did, and he only made a couple grand less than me.
I think he did a third, not even half.
Yeah. And he only made $3,000 less than me. So like that was kind of it pissed me off, but it just, it was like, shit, like this is where you're missing it. Like, you're missing it. So, now that I've got more time, but that just freed up time to kind of establish some of the recruiting routes, getting going with Mike Rustin and his camp.
Big Dalton.
Got Big Dalton going, hopefully.
If he don't start responding to me, I'm going to kick him.
He texted me back today.
Oh, I stopped texting him and deleted his number.
He texted me back today.
Savannah said she needs your Michigan license number.
Yeah, she's been texting me this whole time.
She's been blowing me up.
Yeah, she's on it.
I just told him I'm sorry.
Yeah, I should because Savannah's. For those of you who don't know, Savannah is a force of nature.
She's like female me.
She can be scary.
She's female me.
Oh wow, she's really blowing it up.
Yup, she's ready.
Telling her you made it in the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just getting a caller, having someone schedule all the appointments, doing all the mundane, like the heavy lifting.
So caller number one. What would be number two?
Number two is just having a game plan for your day and for your week.
Yep. Just sell, make money. Like, what else would there be to do?
As far as like a schedule.
Yeah.
Because like realistically, like people have a life and things that they have to do in order to be able to do
Can't
that.
have a life you ain't got no money.
Hey, this is true. Money.
Maybe blur out the P word.
Yeah, don't have that one. You're gonna be a Donald Trump.
Yes.
Yeah, so just allowing me to kind of stay in a zone that I'm comfortable in, not comfortable, but that I'm efficient in, which is the actual just selling.
Yes. Seller recruit.
And now that I've got that system in place, I can focus that same attention on the sales to recruiting this month for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Which will be really good. And then finally got back in the gym.
Yeah, how's that?
Which is awesome. I feel like I got hit by a train.
Yeah.
Feels great. Yeah. It's been 2 years.
Yes. Yeah, it has.
2 years.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. He's
I'm waiting.
Out.
Here we go. He worked out so hard.
This hard to get where I've receded to.
Oh, here we go.
He's proud of that. But yeah, so that feels good. Everything's been coming together. Now I just gotta, now that I got the body back going, maybe kind of, I don't think the spirit, mind, body, spirit, we're big on that. Now that I got the body back in routine, the mind's been consistently good. But my spirit hasn't necessarily dropped, but it has stayed the same, which
stagnation.
If we're talking about inflation, then I'm technically going backwards.
Yes.
So, getting back in touch with that, and I'm just excited for the rest of the year, finish out strong, and make 2023. I think 2021 is when we got up here, and I think no one knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And we just went all in on it, and we fucked a lot of shit up.
Yeah.
And it was a good year.
Yeah.
And I think 2022 was our reality year.
Yeah.
It was hey, wake up. This is going to take work. You're not going to come in here and just walk on top of everything and have it made for you,
Yeah.
It was a good lesson year, I think. So I'm excited because I think 2023 is going to be the implementation year. The Jordan year. So ready to rock.
And I think there was something else I wanted to
I got a hand tattoo.
Yeah,
I'm like a felon now.
Yes. Yeah. Almost healed up. I keep trying to get you into jiu-jitsu. You're a little scared.
It's almost there.
but I actually hurt my other knee, so I'm not going.
How'd you do that?
Some guy rolled over it in a weird way.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but he was like 270, so obviously.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I mean, dude was like Dalton size. So.
But I thought that didn't matter. I thought that was like the point.
No, yeah, it is a point. It just popped. I have no control over that. So.
Oh, so was it worth it?
Yeah. I don't care. Wasn't that bad.
So you've missed a week. What'd you learn?
In popping it?
Yeah, you said you're not going the rest of the week, so you're gonna miss.
Yeah, I watch
4
film.
days.
I watch film and get better by watching film than just going and just flailing around. You know what I mean? So it's like watching film of like.
But what did that teach you? Like, what'd you learn?
People shouldn't be fat. I mean, is that
your fault?
Yeah. Like,
there you go. Hey, I just was looking for a lesson. As long as there's a lesson found, then I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not healthy to be fat.
No.
Or larger. I guess you should not want to be that. So that would be my advice for that.
I'm trying to get back up to like 230.
Yeah.
230, 240.
Yeah, you might be able to.
I think I'll put like 20 pounds on just this month.
You already did?
No. It's.
Oh, I was going to say, I was like.
4 days in?
Yeah. I don't know with what you do.
I put 50 on in a month.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But no, I think I should be able, because like muscle memory and everything and just eating again, like I would not be surprised if I was able to put like close to 20 pounds on.
Yeah.
Be back to like 220.
Back to my size.
I wouldn't want to go down to 180. You and Jay Masco weigh the same.
Yeah?
Yeah. He said
he's 5'6".
He's like bigger than you now.
He's not bigger than me. He's 5'6".
I mean, all I know is like this guy came in, disrupted our whole agency, left, took 50 million people, and now he's bigger than you. And he started his own agency, and it says his name is Arias-Dlabik Agencies.
That's not actually his name. Isn't it like nonstop or something? I don't follow any of them.
I have no idea. He blocked me on everything.
Yeah, I don't follow any of those guys.
I don't know. I wish him well. I wish all those guys well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. He's coming for you, he said.
I guess. I have no idea. It seems like I got to add him to the list. Fucking 1,000 people on that list. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Where can people find you if they want to work with you?
Yeah, Connor_the_great_white on Instagram. It's the same thing on TikTok. Shoot me a DM. We're growing. We're looking to roll into 2023 with a bang. So I'm looking for 5'6", hardworking. Don't even need to be that smart. Just hardworking and coachable. Come on, try it out, and see if we can't change your life.
Let's go. Another episode with Connor White. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Oh wait, what about Wakanda Forever? You gonna make it?
When is that?
Black Panther 2. I got tickets for the 13th. Gotta have the most hires.
Even if I don't qualify, I'll buy my own ticket.
I bought the theater.
You said you bought 13 tickets.
Podcast's over.